Can today's youth afford higher education in Jamaica? A study conducted by senior lecturer at the Mona School of Business and Management, Dr. Delroy Shevers, tried to find the answer, and he joins us with the results. Morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning. Thank
I'm
you.
afraid to hear what these results are, Doc.
Yes.
Before the results, Doc, why you wanted to do this in the first place?
Well, students always come to you at a lecture on campus and they talk to you about some of the challenges that they're going through with respect to securing and servicing loans at Student Loan Bureau. So that's how it started.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the Student Loan Bureau in a position to help everyone who needs help?
No, it's not in a position to help everyone, especially those students who are not working and also those students whose parents do not support higher education, which that's a reality.
So why isn't the Student Loan Bureau able to help everyone? What's the problem? They don't have enough money?
Yes.
They don't collect back enough money?
Yes. Well, we all know the delinquency rate is very high. It's over 50%. And there's this pool. It's a revolving fund. So that's also a challenge on the part of Student Loan Bureau.
Okay.
So,
right.
yeah.
So let's talk about the who are the people that you got this information from? Who are your subjects?
Tertiary students.
Tertiary students. So students who are already in tertiary institutions.
Yes, students who are in tertiary institutions. And we look at students who are in publicly funded institutions as well as privately funded private universities.
Before you get specific, did you find, I don't know if you looked, but did you find that students did not continue education because they just couldn't afford it? And if that is so, what kind of percentage are we talking about?
No, we did not drill down in that.
Okay.
And I would not be able to tell you a percentage, but the perception is that, yes, that do exist where some students are unable because of inability to secure.
To pay.
Yes, inability to pay.
All right, so you cite the problem as for the publicly funded universities, there was a time that government would cover a large percentage.
Oh, yes.
So now students have to find more.
More.
I'm glad you're saying this, because some people and them say, but when me go to school, but at the time, it was less of a percentage that you were paying.
Oh, yes. Initially, years ago, the government used to pay 80% of tertiary students' tuition. Now the government is paying about 30 to 40% of students' tuition fee. So now the students have to seek more.
Why the fall in what the government?
No, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that.
Okay, so at the end of the day, your research, you are now suggesting what to the students, or did you just want to know exactly what's happening?
No, we're making some suggestions with respect to Student Loan Bureau and their processing, and also even with respect to students, right? Let's talk a little bit about how difficult it is in applying, in students in applying. One of the things, our research showed that 22.5% of students at UNO are applying for loans through Student Loan Bureau, just a small percentage. And why is that so? That is so because the process is difficult to apply, and also the process is also difficult to close their loans. And let's talk about application first. Students need 2 guarantors, they need 2 references, letter of references. Persons are reluctant to stand as guarantor for obvious reasons. And also, students who are applying, their head of household, who might be their mother or father, parents, have to be a part of the process, the application process. And as I said earlier, there are some parents who do not support students pursuing higher education. They want the student, upon leaving high school, go and work to support their other siblings, all these kind of challenges. So those students who are not working have a difficulty, those students. And so what we find is that the students now who are working now, you can have undergrad students who are working and undergrad students and also graduate students who are working. What they are doing is they're switching now to commercial banks.
Right.
But the rate at the commercial bank is much higher. Between 16 to 25% interest rate. Whereas student loan,
but you're saying the process for application and closure is
easier at the commercial banks.
Well, I know, but would the commercial bank offer the same thing, that when you finish school you can pay? Don't you have to start paying the loan while they're at school?
That's a good question. What you find is that the students who are working, what they're doing now, Neville, they're using their credit card and they pay as they study. You see the dynamics
so
of what is happening?
the bank is not offering, wait till you're done school, you can pay.
And the bank can offer that, And the bank offer that. But most of the students now are using, just take their credit card and pay while studying.
Pay it back in
we don't have a lot of time. Give me some solutions, or give the students some solutions.
All right. One is that we would love the students All right. The delinquency rate is very high. Why? It's because of unemployment. So we'd like more students to think entrepreneurial rather than, right? And also we're thinking of the government could possibly think of offering grants to some students or be the guarantor because students have difficulty being guarantor. So if the government could stand as guarantor for the students and then bond them. And then we also recommend...
means they would have to do something for the
yes,
government.
right. And we also recommend that Student Loan Bureau really look at their processing.
Because you're saying that one size does not fit all student needs.
Yes, right. And so what we're saying is that when Student Loan Bureau do their needs test, which they do in the application process, then some students know what they should do is offer different interest rate for different students based on student loan assessment of their needs or their means.
Yep.
These are some of the...
But the money where them lend, where them can't get back. Might as well them like give out some scholarship with the money rather than sit down away and bond them.
Yes,
News
yes,
time.
yes.
Thanks for coming,
okay,
sir.
thank you very much.
Kind of tough on the students, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It
All
is.
right. Senior lecturer at the Mona School of Business and Management, Dr. Delroy Shevers. Is it
Delroy Shevers.
Thank you, sir. News in 5 with the Apostle when we come back. Stay with us, please.